So, officially, good evening and welcome to a very hot Yin Yoga class. I thought this heat wave would go away, like I'm sure everyone else here in London did, and somehow it's still here to stay. So I hope wherever you are, whenever you're watching, you are able to embrace the heat and allow for the heat to melt away whatever your body has been holding or carrying. Today we have a new moon in Cancer, and Cancer is the archetype of the mother. So we are really tuning into the sense of nurturing ourselves, nurturing our dreams, nurturing our values, our hopes, and everything else that feels fully in alignment with you tonight. And we're joined by Buddha, as you can see, talking of the mothering, and I'm holding Buddha like she's a baby. Sorry, Buddhas. So tuning into this feeling of what do I need to nurture? And whatever that is for you, maybe it's a new ritual, a new habit, maybe it's just having a little more time for yourself. It's just a gentle concept, an idea. I invite you to ask yourself throughout our session tonight, and as always, of course, listen to your body. Yin Yoga is always the practice of deep listening. There's no force, there's no pushing. And again, Yin is governed by the divine feminine principle, so we achieve not by pushing and struggling, but by allowing. Water always finds a way, not by forcing its way through, but by flowing. And so again, when you're coming into your physical aspect of your Yin practice here tonight, try and see if you can really allow yourself to just get curious, to just discover what happens if I completely let go of any sense of attachment to outcome. So if you're in a pose and you're noticing, it can be super subconscious. Can be noticing that part of you is going, oh, let me try a little more. How would it feel to not try at all? Very different states. Instead of a state of doing, we are tuning into a state of being. So you can relax the shoulders and relax the belly, and just notice what sort of spaces opens, not just within your body, within the fascia, but also what opens up for you internally, what opens up for you, what space becomes available when you are no longer restricted by your own old sense of identity. I am this, I am not that. Physically, I am this, I am not that. Emotionally, I am this, I am not that. So again, new moon in Cancer, beautiful night for new beginnings, and just working with that gentle concept. What am I ready and willing to nurture within myself? What do I want to come home to? How can I be the mother that I always longed for? So let's take a nice deep breath in and a big sigh out. You can go ahead and close your eyes and take a moment to just allow these ideas, these gentle concepts to be welcomed, perhaps the way we welcome a gentle summer rain on a hot summer's day. Not by forcing the rain to arrive, but to enjoying, inviting, receiving the raindrops as and when the sky opens and releases into the earth. Relax the shoulders, relax the belly. And here this beautiful evening, I invite you to just remind yourself, home is where my heart breathes with ease. Breathe into that space within yourself. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Home is where my heart breathes with ease. Again, deep breath in, deep breath out, everything else. Just bring the hands together in front of the heart. And I invite you to visualize your heart like a body of water tonight. You can visualize and feel into this heart space being fluid, being powerful, being bountiful, feeling the spaciousness of your own heart, the rivers, the tides of your own heart, the tidal nature of your heart. So Cancer is governed by the element of water, right? Deeply linked to the moon. She rises, there's highs and there's lows. So water knows no bounty, no boundaries. Water always finds a way, not by forcing but by flowing. Let your heart embody the quality of water. Take a super deep breath in. And just a cleansing sigh out. As you inhale, I invite you to send your arms to the sky, inviting in this beautiful, nurturing quality to tonight's practice. As you exhale, just give yourself a nice big hug. You're here, you are home. Home is where my heart breathes with ease. Why don't you say it with me? Home is where my heart breathes with ease. Deep breath in. As you exhale, let's bow down, bowing down to the rivers and the tidal currents of the waters within. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope tonight's session brings you everything your heart longs for. You can bring your eyes open, you're back in the body. Bring the hands to the knees, and just to open up a little bit through the spine, we'll just start with some gentle circular motions. Again, you can keep your eyes closed, so just a little bit of gentle movements here. And then let's go in the opposite direction as well. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. And from here, come back to center and drop chin to chest. Let's go ahead and gently just roll the head from side to side. So just noticing what feels open and free, what feels restricted. Again, we're not forcing anything, we are just exploring. Maybe take a full head circle if that feels okay. Let's go back the opposite direction. Beautiful. And then from here you can blink your eyes open. We're going to come into our first pose, which tonight is going to be a powerful, beautiful child's pose. So from here, we're going to take a child's pose. I like to use a nice cushion if you have one at home. It's just going to help to ease your stomach, which again is a place where we tend to hold a lot of emotions. So the cushion can act as a support and will give you a gentle massage into your digestive system. And then let's come forward. Go ahead and gently release down. Take all the space you need. Use all the props you have. And feel free to look to the right or the left. Arms can be ahead of you or maybe just down by your side, whatever feels best. And then just go ahead. Close your eyes. Fall in love. See if you can allow for yourself on your next exhalation. See if you can allow yourself to collapse into the center of your heart. Take a super deep breath in and a loud cleansing sigh out. Again, inhale. And wherever you've been holding, can you exhale out and let go? Let your shoulder blades gently slide apart and allow for upper back, middle back and lower back to ease and release into the sweet embrace of the earth. Few moments now. Enjoy. Take a nice deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Another deep, 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 deep breath in. And sigh out. And before we leave this beautiful child's pose, I invite you to ask yourself, who would I be? How would I breathe if I let go of that one thing that I'm carrying or questioning? Breathe into that spaciousness. Take a super deep breath in. And as you exhale, just release whatever you're carrying or questioning, just for a few moments. Just try it out for size. Who would I be? What spaciousness, what field becomes available to me physically within the body, within the heart? Relax the shoulders, within the belly. Can you relax the stomach? What becomes available to you if you let go of that one thing that you've been carrying or questioning? Take another breath in, and then a sweet sigh out. Melt, melt, melt. Release, release, release. Gorgeous. Feel your heart opening as your shoulders release. Feel the spaciousness across your chest and deep within your heart. Very gently and mindfully, we're going to find our way back up onto tabletop, hands and knees, but take your time. We're going to place the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. We're just going to do a few cat-cows. Just slowly as you inhale, you can arch and look up. And as you exhale, let's gently release and round. Again, as we inhale, we arch and look up. Exhale to round and release. Maybe add in some cleansing sighs. Inhale. Exhale it out. And then before we come into our next gorgeous pose, if it would feel nice, you could take a restorative down dog. So you could tuck toes under, just a gentle down dog. If that's too intense, feel free to just return back to hands and knees and maybe just circle your hips one way and the other way. But you know, sometimes it can be nice to just take a brief down dog, just easing, releasing into those calves and the hamstrings. Let's take a nice deep breath in and exhale it out. Let's find our way back into hands and knees tabletop. So we're going to invite you out. Let's start with the left leg. We're going to step your left leg forward to the outside of your left hand. And I like to use, again, a cushion here. So if it feels good, you can place maybe the elbows down onto the cushion. And then you can gently come forward. And of course, your position might look something like this. So you might be a bit further back. So wherever you are, there you are. If you need to support your right knee, feel free to go ahead and grab some gorgeous cushions underneath the right knee. So wherever you are, there you are. And start out by just deepening your breaths and just start to check in. How does this feel? So it's not always that we come to practice and the first pose feels amazing. If you need to have a little wriggle around, take a little time to settle in. So in Yin, we're never looking to settle. We're looking to settle in to whatever feels like bliss. A space where the heart can breathe with ease. And for the next few moments, once again, close your eyes, fall in love. And just notice what happens if you simply choose to listen to whatever your body is sharing with you right now. No need to analyze or criticize. And just noticing where are the sensations, what is opening, what feels tight. Keep getting curious. What happens in my body when my eyes are closed and no one else is watching? Relax the jaw and relax the belly. And as always, if you need to gently reposition, you do that. If you need to exit and then return back into the asana, you do that. Listen to your body, and whatever you need, honor that. And see if you can slow down your breaths, paying gorgeous attention to the abundance of the inhale as it arrives, and the cleansing, relaxing sensation of the exhale as the breath leaves your body. Take another deep breath in and let it go. Take a few moments just to check in with where you are now. Maybe again you need to slightly readjust. That's absolutely wonderful. So just see what you need. We're just coming into our final minute here, so yeah, that's it. I personally prefer to be a little bit more upright now. But see where you're at. And again, just deepen your breaths. So imagine again your heart is like a body of water. With each inhale, you're drinking in this fresh new vitality, this new beautiful healing waters, and as you exhale, you release and let go of whatever has been making you feel small or restricted or rigid. Again, with each inhale, you're breathing in your freedom, you're breathing in the vastness of the water. Cooling, calming, nurturing waters. And exhaling out any inflammation, any excess fire or air, let it go. One more breath in here. Let it go. Again, gently, we're going to find our way out. Take your time, really take your time. Engage your core a little. Let's gently release both legs back. Again, you might want to take a brief child's pose just to take a moment to rebalance the body. If that doesn't feel right, feel free to just lie flat on your belly in a little front body Savasana. Just going to be here for about 30 seconds. Relax the shoulders. Relax the belly. Before we leave this nurturing child's pose, I invite you to ask yourself, who would I be if I let go of who I thought I had to be? Who am I really? Who would I be if I completely let go of who I thought I had to be? Breathe into that spaciousness, breathe into that freedom. Deep breath in. Big cleansing sigh out. Who would I be if I let go of who I think I have to be? Notice the space that arrives. The pure space of potentiality in your mind, in your heart, in your belly, even in your body. And then let's slowly find our way back up into tabletop. And once again, before we transfer into our yin pose on the opposite side, maybe just some gentle movements through the hips. So just a little bit of a guide movements here. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, all the facial muscles. And then this time we're going to step your right foot forward to the outside of your right hand. And again, you can have a cushion underneath your hands, underneath your elbows if that feels good. Of course, you can roll into the outer edge of your right foot if that feels good. Or maybe if you prefer, like me, you can take that cushion underneath your left leg. So find a space that feels just right for you, that's it. And again, maybe coming to forearms. Make sure that nothing ever feels unsustainable. We want to be in a space where it feels like a gentle stretch and we are resting. We're able to close our eyes and breathe with ease. Everything in Yin Yoga asks of us only one thing: to keep on checking in with how it feels and whether or not we're able to breathe with ease. Water always finds a way, not by forcing, but by flowing. Water does not walk over and try to open doors that were shut. Whatever pathways are blocked, water will continue to search until a door naturally opens, until a pathway is found, however big, however small. But water finds a way by softening into what is already here. Acknowledging, listening, breathing, feeling, dancing, healing. Can you relax the jaw? Can you relax the belly? And again, I wonder, who would you be if you let go of who you thought you had to be? Breathe into that spaciousness. Notice what that opens up in your right hip joint right now. Notice what opens up in your heart and in your shoulders right now. Notice what opens up, what becomes available to you. What becomes available to you if you allow yourself just for a moment to release who you thought you had to be. Breathe in and breathe out. Softening, releasing. freeing, letting go. Who could you become? How could your everyday feel if you allowed yourself to explore what was pretend and what is real? What becomes available for you? And again, take some nice deep breaths in. I know this is quite a sensitive, tender space to be in. We're in the deep, deep hip openers. The hips are where we tend to store so much repressed energy, so many emotions. Take your time. Let's find some deeper, delicious breaths here. Again, remember you can always come out. So listen to your body. Finding the final deep breaths here. Let's take one more deep breath in and let it go. One more deep breath in. Side out. Again, engage your core with so much love for your body and this journey. Tenderly, let's release out. So take your time, take your time. You might want to send your hips back a little, maybe once again, finding a child's pose, or perhaps this time again, it might feel nice to just take a brief downward facing dog, just to ease out through those hamstrings and the calves a little bit, easing out through the spine. Just some gentle movements if that feels good. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale it out. 1 more breath in. Exhale it out. From here, we are going to come into a relaxed standing forward fold. So take your feet wider than hip distance apart. Bend your knees, and if your hands don't reach the floor, just grab lots of cushions so your hands can be on cushions. It's important that your hands are relaxing onto something. Bend your knees as much as you need. If this is super intense, you could even have your forearms on your thighs and just drop chin to chest. And now, of course, if you prefer doing this pose sitting down, you could do exactly the same thing, just in a gentle forward fold. So if a forward fold on the floor feels like heaven, of course you do that. But otherwise, standing in that beautiful forward fold. Wherever we are, we take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we bow down, listening to the guidance within. A few moments here, softening your knees. Relax all of your facial muscles. Do a gentle nod of the head for yes. A gentle shake of the head for no. Just nice, gentle movements here. Just encouraging a little more flow, a little more circulation of the neck, of the spine. Maybe a nice big deep breath in. Bowing down to the wisdom of your spine. You can bend your knees as much as you need. Final few moments here. Bowing down to the wisdom of your spine. Again, the wisdom of your spine. Where do you naturally stand tall? And where do you tend to shrink yourself? In social circumstances, at work, in intimate relationships. Bowing down to the wisdom of our spine. Listening, deepening, freeing, healing. Take one more breath in. Now to come out, we're gently going to release down. Take your time, bend the knees. Feel the earth holding and supporting you. And this time we're going to come to lie onto our backs. So take your time. All the way down onto earth. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a really well deserved nice big hug. Gentle rock from side to side. Home is where my heart breathes with ease. You can glue your knees together, and then with your hands, let's guide the legs in a gentle circular motion. Release, free, heal. Let go of whatever isn't real. Circling your knees in the opposite direction, nice and easy. Relax the jaw, relax the belly. Feel the earth holding you and supporting you. So gently ground our back body. I invite you to send your legs to the sky, keep your knees bent. Drop chin to chest a little, so the back of your neck can lengthen and ease. Relax the shoulders, and deeply surrender any heaviness of your joints into the earth. Take another deep breath in, and a big sigh out. Normal breath in. Just blub of lips, let it go. Normal breath in. And then this time gently lower your feet down into earth. Let's take the feet mat distance apart and surrender your arms out to the sides, away from your heart. You can gently just ease the hips out a little bit, the spine out a little bit. By gently just windscreen wiping the knees from side to side. Just a little massage. Next time your knees collapse to the left, let's stay there. See if you can look over your right shoulder if that feels okay. Just a gentle spinal twist here. Relax the shoulders. Relax the belly. If it feels okay, you can send your left ankle across the right thigh. Ever so gently engage your core and push and tuck your tailbone under as the right knee releases towards earth. Of course, if that's too intense, please just stay with your feet apart. Listen to the body, and whatever it's saying, honor that. You might also want to just send your right leg on top of your left, coming into more of a twisted root variation. The last few moments here. Let's take a nice deep breath in and a cleansing sigh out. Another deep breath in and let it go. As you inhale, let's gently return to center. Take your time. Take a little moment to realign the spine. The way I like to do that is by separating your feet more than hip distance apart. And then let the knees drop inwards towards one another. This is going to help release lower back. It's also going to help to create a little more mobility within your hip sockets. Take 3 powerful breaths into the belly. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly folds. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly folds. And the last one, nice deep breath in. And a big sigh out. And then from here we are gently gonna take the feet mat distance apart. Arms are gonna release out away from the body. Let the knees collapse to the right. Maybe look over your left shoulder. And again, feel free to stay there. Or maybe take your right foot across the left knee, the left thigh to deepen that stretch a little. And once again, of course, if that is too much, you can leave your feet separated. A few more moments here. Take some nice deep breaths in and out. Nice deep breaths here. Maybe there's a great big sigh hiding in there. Let's take some deep breaths into the belly, the heart, and the chest. And a cleansing sigh out. Again, feel free to stay here. Maybe come into that twisted root. So the left knee can travel and land on top of the right knee. The right hand can land on the outer left thigh. So choose a variation of a spinal twist that feels just right for you tonight. Few more breaths here. Again, that gentle inquiry. Who would I be if I let go of who I thought I had to be? Breathe into that spaciousness, beautiful place of potentiality. And release any old, fixed or rigid ideas. Let it go. Relax the jaw, relax the belly. Dive deep into the wisdom of your heart. Feeling your heart once again as a great big body of water, as tidal as the moon, as powerful as the planet of water, as wise and as kind as anything or anyone you ever knew. A few more moments here. Again, take a nice deep breath in. And a healing sigh out. Let go. Another spacious breath in. And an abundant sigh out. Relax the shoulders. Let the front of your ribcage soften. Let all of your facial muscles soften. Let your eyelids get heavy and invite your eyeballs to rest into the sweet embrace of your eye sockets. Nothing to see, no one to be, nowhere to go. You are home. You are in your inner sanctuary. Allow yourself to spaciously flow into the container of your greatest home you'll ever find, your body. Breathe in beyond the boundaries of your skin. And as you exhale, let yourself land. Take one final deep breath in here. And a cleansing sigh out. With ease and grace, let's gently find our way onto our backs for the final time tonight. And set yourself up for a very well-deserved Savasana. You can extend your legs out away from you, or perhaps place a little cushion underneath the back of your knees if that would feel good. Maybe bring a little blanket over you, anything at all that you need. And finally, I invite you to bring your fingertips to your temples and just offer yourself a little moment of a self-massage here. You can let the massaging motion go down to the jaw. We tend to hold so much, so many stories, so much emotion, so much unsaid, untold, unshared, but felt in our jawline. So as you gently massage that jaw, let it be an invitation to let go of whatever isn't yours to carry. Who would I be if I let go of everything I have been carrying? Take a deep breath into that spacious place that opens up. And a big sigh out. What becomes available to you right here, right now, if you allow yourself to step into this new version of you? What becomes available to you, my love? Breathe in. And breathe out everything. Let your mind release. Let your body open and soften. Let the earth receive your bones, your heart, your skin, your muscles. Let the earth swallow up whatever isn't serving. Let go. Welcome home, dear ones. Welcome to the sweetness of your well-deserved Savasana. you have more time, I really encourage you to stay here and just swim in this beautiful ocean in the new moon of Cancer. If you need to get on with your evening, start to deepen your breaths. You can gently move toes and fingers. Give your heart a little hug. Maybe plant your hand to your heart, and whatever it is you long to hear, tell yourself those words now. Maybe the words are, you are free to be you. I am free to be me. Maybe the words are, my greatest creativity comes from my sensitivity. Maybe the words are, you are safe, you are loved. You have always been more than enough. Tell yourself whatever you long to hear. And if you're closing tonight's practice with me, I invite you to roll over onto one side. Gently find your way up into your seat. See if you can keep your eyes closed. As we inhale, we invite the arms to the heavens. Breathing in this beautiful nurturing energy that this new moon in Cancer brings us. And then bring this nurturing quality of the healing, calming waters, the waters of creativity and healing, into the heart. Breathe deeply into your heart. And as we exhale, honoring one another, sending so much love to whoever joined, let's bow down to the heart. I see you, I feel you, I love you, I forgive you. Hope you have a really beautiful rest of your evening. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. Thank you so much. Just briefly before you go, if you're interested in knowing more about Cancer, I just released a gorgeous podcast with my amazing friend, astrologer Kalpana Tandon. It's on YouTube, just under my name, JC McGrill 11. And it's just called You Can Never Have My Soul. So that's around the archetype of Cancer. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Thank you, my loves.